Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. We are going to be continuing on with the return of Yahusha. And if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and share down below. Pagan Leavening. Constantine I died 336 in the year 337. Presided over the first council of the Roman Church in 325. Established the observance of Easter for Christianity. Formulated the Nicene Creed, made Sunday the official day of rest for the empire under penalty of death. And there is Mr. Constantine. Trickery of men led by adversaries. Many now realize that the Nicolaitans designed a crafty plot of control over civilization. From ancient cultures to the present, the authority over mankind has been a fusion or blend of religious and political purpose. One example is the obelisk, described in the book of Daniel 3:18. Often the rulers were worshipped as the principal deity by the people, such as Pharaoh of Egypt or Caesar of Rome. It had begun this occult or hidden and became shrouded in mystery. It had begun this way under Nimrod, but after he was slain, the paganism became occult or hidden, and became shrouded in mystery. The true spiritual nature of what was being done was made to look innocent on the surface for the uninitiated for. Pagan leavening. After Yahusha, people who had his spirit in them spread out in the Roman Empire. The old idolatry was being questioned and exposed and began to falter. The pagan religious cult began to feel the effects of the truth. Something had to be done to save the order and control which those who ruled civilization had, and their religious paganism was failing. Along came Constantine, a compromiser who could find the middle ground, keeping the previous pagan priesthood and their framework intact. He brought together elders of the Nazarene from all over the Roman Empire to Nicaea in 325 CE, the first council of the Catholic Church. Upon hearing some of the matters being discussed, many elders fled for their lives. The elders who remained formulated what later became known as Catholicism, and they adopted the creed or constitution of the Roman Church, the Nicene Creed. This was to fight against what was called the Arian doctrine, thought to be a heresy at that time, research Arianism. The pagan leaven would eventually leaven the whole lump. Shaul told the formerly pagan Corinthians to purge out the old leaven, errors or patterns, and be a new unleavened lump. 1 Corinthians 5:6-13. Yahusha also described this at Luke 13:21. The former line of Caesars were of a family line, but Constantine was a break in that line. But he became the father of the empire, assuming both political and religious control. The former Caesars, Tsar or Kaiser, took titles such as Pontifex Maximus and Pope Father or Papa, and ruled over a body of pagan priests called the Curia, Latin Council. The members of this body were called cardinals, from the Latin word cardo, meaning hinge. The idea that they were a hinge of a door suggested that they assisted the high priest of Janus, who was the door to the Elysian fields, the pagans' heaven. These pagan priests assisted the Caesar, who was this pagan high priest of Janus. So the pagan title of Pope was retained by the man who held the office of Pontifex Maximus, Latin highest priest. With the pagan framework or apparatus remaining in place, the central control of the pagan administration could go on, simply blending in the elements of the messianic belief, but leaving out the elements essential to the obedience. On the bottom it says Janus, the two-faced Roman deity of doors, locks, and arches. Okay, so, but leaving out the essential elements to the obedience of Yahuah, or to Yahuah. The pagan organization in place retained the office or title of pope, the body of priests called cardinals, and even the word curia for council. The pope no longer thought of as the high priest of Janus, but to literally be the authority of Messiah on earth. The former pagan pattern was brought through perfectly intact. Idolatry mixed with truth became clothed in the former framework of sun worship. The main objective was to anger our Creator by mixing the patterns of idolatry together with the truth, so that it would become poisoned wormwood. Darkness and light would mix together and be taught for centuries through a pagan framework of priests and a calendar based on idolatry. Okay, and that's the end of that section. Next time we will be reading, the adversary has a hatred of the covenant sign, Shabbat, and the people of Yahuah. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. And now is my favorite part. It is time to praise Yahuah. Excuse me, sorry. Ready, Beanie? I love you. Okay. So, I'm sorry, I sing this song a lot, but I'm going to sing again because I was a little rusty on the other song I sang earlier. Count it all joy, count it all joy, count it all joy, count it all joy. Through the persecution, Yahusha went through it too. Count it all joy, count it all joy. Through the trials and tribulations, through the suffering and the pain, count it all joy, count it all joy. No matter what you're going through, when you don't know what to do, just look to Yahusha and count it all joy. When Hashatan throws a wrench into your life, drop down to your knees and pray to Abba Yahuah, and He will work it all out for you, so you can count it all joy, count it all joy. Yahuah works everything out for our good. Your heart and your mind must be working in unison. Stay faithful to Yah, He'll stay faithful to you, so you can count it all joy. Don't get caught up in the worries of care of this world. Stay on the narrow path, not the broad road to destruction. Yahuah always has your back in your righteous way, so you can count it all joy, count it all joy. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. We love you with an everlasting love, as our Abba Yahuah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Ready, Beanie? No. See? Shalom, shalom, aloha. Until next time.